guys, it's Megan here, and today's video is going to be a Q&A. I think it's been a little while since I've done a Q&A. I'll actually check. November 23rd, 2018, and it's private. I wanted to just make another Q&A because it's been a while. Let's just make it one. It's a simple video to make. Let's get into some of the questions. Batch of questions comes from Noki.edits. They asked me favorite Star Wars character and why. I'm probably gonna have to go with my obvious one because I dressed up as them for Halloween in 2nd grade, so probably Princess Leia. Probably a combination of Princess Leia and Padme. They're both badasses. They're both like princesses / queens, and they can get the job done. They also ask, what is your biggest wish for the future besides being healthy? I think everyone's wish right now besides staying healthy is to be able to get out and do shit after the virus gets its way through the US and is done with us, which who knows when the hell that's gonna be. I think my biggest goal for the future is just to live my life. Get over my anxiety. Not get over it, but to help, corral it, to manage it, help to get better at overcoming my anxiety, and to just still be anxious and nervous, but on a smaller scale. I've overcome, I think, a lot of my obstacles with anxiety and stress from high school to now. I've gotten a lot more confident and have a lot more self-esteem than I did. I can tell just by the way I present myself now with my appearance. Something I also want to do is I need to get a job. I need to get a job not just so I can pay back loans, but so I can feel fulfilled. I'd have more of a purpose. I'd be moving towards a goal like making money to pay back loans and then putting money aside for a potential trip to Disney World someday, or put money aside for when I want to go to conventions, Comic-Con one day, a Transformers convention. Between everything that's going on with the virus, I still want to do because life's too short and I want to be able to do these things and not have anxiety and stress rule my life. There's a lot of areas that I have stopped it from ruling that area, but there's a lot of areas that still need to have the chains broken. Also, it's to grow this channel. I've always, for the past 3-4 years, I wanted to get to the point where I make money through YouTube. I still have that goal in mind of raising my channel up to where I'm not necessarily live off of YouTube, but make enough money to where I don't have to work full-time at a regular job. I can do part-time. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but at the same time, I kind of am now in this thinking of this headspace of I have to be realistic. Don't think I can be a full-time YouTuber, but I do want to continue making content on here because it is my favorite thing to do. I love to make videos about me being a total fangirl, kind of my way to express myself, to really be myself in terms of talking about things that I love, to get back on track. My plans for the future as of right now: get a job, pay back loans, set aside money for trips that I want to do in the next 5-6 years, just try to grow my YouTube platform. So the next question that Noki.edits asked kind of pertains to what I just talked about. What is your dream job? I think if you would have asked me a year ago, I would have said YouTuber, just because I love the whole platform of YouTube. I love the creative side of it, making videos, the community that's on YouTube. Right now, I don't really have an answer for you. I'd still say YouTuber, but part of me says yes and part of me says no. I'd like to do something with art, whether it be an art Instagram or an art YouTube channel. Sorry if it didn't really answer your question. I don't really have an answer, so I can't really tell you. A question from plastic_ink. She asked, Prussian blue or fern green? A question I ask myself daily as a branding / marketing student. And I'd probably have to say Prussian blue because I'm more of a fan of all the different colors blues than I am of the greens. I like more of the neon greens and the lime green. This is the fern green, which I know is more of an unsaturated green, a little bit more gray to it, whereas the Prussian blue is a little bit more of a vibrant blue, very similar to ultramarine. So I'd have to probably say Prussian blue because I love the color blue. I love all the blues. The next question comes from Kendall._stout. And they ask, favorite Autobot to draw, favorite Decepticon to draw, and favorite Transformer ship to draw. Well, my obvious favorite Transformer Autobot to draw is that guy, so it'd have to be Optimus. No, it doesn't seem like I do since I don't draw him as often as I used to. Favorite Decepticon to draw? Probably Shockwave and Knockout. Knockout preferably from Transformers Prime, and Shockwave from G1 Cyberverse. My favorite Transformers ship to draw. I don't draw that often, and that is Optimus Ratchet. It's my favorite Transformers ship, but if I had to pick a ship that I draw a lot, probably my Transformers OC Airstrike and Oreos OC Red Zone. I love drawing them a lot. The next question I have is from TF_GinoBatSassin17. Hope I pronounced that right. They asked, do you prefer to use watercolors or markers when doing tradition? For a while there, back in March, when I was doing the 100 art pieces in a week, I did a lot of watercolors because I really wanted to get into watercolors. I still want to try to get better at watercolors. I use these markers that I bought, these Uhuru dual tip brush pen markers. So one side is a brush, the other was a fine nib, so you can use them for lining but also color. Now I've been using a lot of these and then just regular Crayola markers from like Walmart. Next question I have is from Potato_sis, and they ask, any news on the Transformers Netflix show? I believe it was the day after you asked me this question they gave us news. For the longest time, the Transformers Netflix show supposedly wasn't confirmed going to be coming out in June, and I believe it was a few days ago they announced that it was not going to come out in June because they hadn't finished all of the foreign dubs for the show yet. They wanted to have every country have the show on the same day, which is a really nice thing. It's now coming out on July 30th. It came out with another little mini teaser trailer, and Optimus's voice is growing on me. From the_life_of_a_bookworm, they ask, what's your favorite book right now? If they're my favorite book as of right now that I've read in the last couple months, it is Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. Sarah J. Maas is one of my favorite authors. She writes a lot of YA fantasy, romance novels, and they're so good. Mind you, she's known for writing about fairies, and she's known for writing about really good smutty stuff. If you are a youngin', you probably don't want to really necessarily read her books, especially this one, because this is an adult book, and the smut and sex scenes in here are very intense. Not 50 Shades of Grey intense, but there's a lot more than just smut. It's a really good storytelling. She wrote the Throne of Glass series, and she also wrote A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is another one of my favorites. If you love fantasy, if you love fairies and angels and fae, I highly recommend this book. So, this next batch of questions, these were all asked by one person on Tumblr, Anonymous, so thank you, Anonymous, for wanting to know all these questions. First question Anonymous asked is, any predictions for Season 4 of Dragon Prince? I mean, we gotta get Runan out of the coin. I mean, if we don't get Runan out of that coin, I am gonna lose my mind. He needs to have a reunite scene with his husband. He needs to team up with Rayla and Callum and stop Viren. Another prediction is Claudia killed someone at the end to revive Viren. We're gonna have to find some way to take him down because Ezra is not really king until he comes of age, I believe. I do not think their dad is dead. I think that bird was transformed and is their dad. We never saw their father's death scene. There's gotta be something going on. With Soren's help, we gotta have some redemption for Claudia. Because I know Claudia is a good person, but she doesn't want to go against her father. But it's the right thing to do. There's a lot that's gonna probably happen in Season 4 whenever Season 4 happens, or if it ever happens. And then the next question they ask, are you excited for the Black Widow movie? Hells to the yeah! I am so excited for this movie. But I went off on a tangent. In my world, Black Widow will be Marvel's first female superhero movie because that's who it should have been in the first place. Sorry, not sorry. The next question Anonymous asks is, they ask, are you going to do a Transformers Netflix review thing like you did with those Voltron ones? Yes, I am. It's something that it was a guarantee. The day they announced it, I was like, I gotta do a review thing, reaction like I did with Voltron. If you don't know about my Voltron thing, when Voltron seasons 5, 6, 7, and 8 came out, I did review/reaction where I started watching the episodes on camera and recorded my reaction to things that happened in the entire season. So we're doing the same thing with Transformers, and we have a release date. Yay! Praise Primus! But that wraps up all of the questions for this Q&A. Yes, thank you guys for watching this, and I will see you in the video very soon. Bye, guys!